Go. Yo. Yo. Ha. Ya tu. Ha. Ha. Bawa keluar. Ha. Bawa keluar. Go. Ya tu. Yo. Dah. Yo. Yo. Ha. Baik tu pandai dikusuk-kusuk ya. Ha. Baik tu majanya ya. Go. Ya tu. Yo. Ha. Yo. Ya tu. Yo. 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 Ha. Yo.
On the shores of Lake Maninjau lives the Minang people. The Minang women work the rice paddies, and the men the coconut trees. In Minang country, the coconut is the main resource, 3 million trees. The men of the Kotos clan live from this woodland wealth. They are the pickers. But they haven't climbed trees for many years now. They have found an ideal partner in the monkey. Bourane has had monkeys all his life. Among the Kotos, he is regarded as a master, but he is presently retired and no longer has any monkeys, although he still enjoys giving advice to young trainers. Bourane is old and wary, too wary to live with a monkey, or so he thought, until...
Jauh mana, Mak?
Ya.
Mak gua.
Ya, apa berbuat lah.
Lah capek tadinya.
Capek.
Rayna is Bourane's wife. Today, she receives an inheritance from an old aunt, jewels, a few pieces of furniture, and a monkey. In Minang country, the women own everything, house, land, everything.
Tunggu. Ayah. Oh. Tunggu. Ya. Tunggu. Oh, sayang. Kasihan ya. Panas ya. Aduh.
Bourane's main interest in the inheritance is the female monkey. She's 2.5 years old and known as Bobo.
Terima kasih ya.
Pak.
Ya.
Ayo dulu, Pak.
Yo.
It doesn't take Bourane long to spot the animal's quality. Her thick fur, for example, Bobo will be able to resist onslaughts from ants.
Tunggu dulu, cari
The crest on her head is well centered, which means she's determined. The shape of her muscles means she will have a lot of stamina.
Ni. Preso dulu, kaki.
Udah pecah barang tu.
Bourane and Rayna have 8 children. They're grown up now and have left home for the city. Without them, the house is very quiet. Every trainer has his own system. Bourane has always insisted that his monkeys participate in family life. They eat at the table and have their own nook in the house.
Oh, jangan begitu.
Ya, sini tempat bukan mau tempat monyet ini.
Ya, dikau begitu, Bobo.
Dari bawah lah. Kan tengok kamu batin nasi begini. Salah kau nengoknya monyet kayak gini di rumah.
Bobo, udah. Gitu, ya. Baiklah, ya. Janganlah, ya. Kita berkenal, Bobo. Ya. Oh, makan.
Bobo is frightened. She doesn't know the house. Bourane has already lived with some 20 monkeys. He believes he must give them love if he wants to win their attention. That's his way.
Gitulah baru baik. Dan tekan. Ya? Gitu. Siap minum? Lah.
With the departure of her last child, Rayna hoped for a peaceful life. She has enough work in her rice paddies.
Bobo dia orang elok tu untuk cari makan usaha kita bagaimana?
Habisnya bagaimana?
Rayna has given it a lot of thought. She needs a buffalo to help her in the paddies. Bobo must be sold. She can buy a buffalo for the price of the monkey.
Cari usaha yang lain. Nanak
Apa
minyak
usaha?
gitu segala macam.
Masak minyak.
Ya, usaha kita sekarang berusaha membuat minyak.
Kasihan buat tu.
It is the Minang women who make the decisions. Here, it's official.
Ya, sana. Jalan-jalan.
Ya, Pak.
Ya.
Hai, Bourane. Hai, Bourane.
Yuk, udah video kampung awak siko yuk.
Bourane's wife wants him to test Bobo to see what she's worth. A well-trained monkey can cost as much as a buffalo.
Hei. Hei, Bourane.
Yo. Hey, yo. Yo. Ah, hey. Hey. Yo. Yo tu. Ah, yo. Yo. Hey, yo. Yo. Ah, yo. Hey. Ya, ya. Hey. Yo. Ah. Hey. Alah. Baulah tadi. Ya. Ah. Ya. Ah. Ah. Ya, ya, ya. Ya. Ah. Ya. Go.
Bobo is hopeless. She doesn't understand commands. She can't pick a single coconut.
Ya. Go.
Every year, there's a big coconut picking competition. The young trainers are already preparing for it. It's 2 weeks off. In the past, Bourane has always won. But the young men are feeling cocky this year. They've got nothing to fear from Bobo. She isn't worth anything. Bobo will never bring in enough. And this is very bad news for Rayna.
Bobo! Bobo! Nah, ada ibu-ibunya jual melantari tak pernah lutu loh. Besok bawa ke bawah lagi. Tak penting aku lagi banyak di Maria, harus dijual.
Like all monkeys, Bobo is possessive, she's jealous, she wants to be the star of the family. But Rayna doesn't want to get attached to Bobo.
Tengok sini, tengok. Ya. Kalau kate, memanjek. Ya. Kalau suruh turun, itu turun. Gitu, ya. Baiklah. Nanti kalau sudah besar, mau apa? Hah? Mau diapain? Ya. Tunggu, Pak.
Rayna has asked her husband to make a good coconut picker out of Bobo. So the old master starts from scratch.
Di malah. Ya, ya, ya. Ya, 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 tuh, ya, lah, kok, ya, gitulah, ya, ya, kok, ya, hei, kok, ya, ya.
Bourane explains it takes several months to train a monkey, but Bobo proves to be gifted. A few days, and she's understood it all. She just needs a little practice.
Ya, ya, tuh, yo, tuh, yo, ya, 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 Ya tu. Iyo, iyo, iyo. Lagi. Ha. Ya. Baik. Ya. Ya.
Buat kau jarang.
Tuan.
At the end of the day, Bourane selects a good ripe coconut for Bobo.
Bobo jangan.
But the reward system isn't enough with a monkey.
Nanti dibelah, dikasih air kelapa. Mau sabar kan? Ya, tunggu. Dah. Nah. Kuat.
The monkey has to feel protected and cherished. Bourane has become essential to her. Bobo wants him for herself all the time. The flesh of the coconut is called copra. It is ground, pressed, and boiled for hours. It produces an oil that sells on the market. Coconut milk is used for cooking and as baby food. Rayna will no doubt sell the product of Bobo's first harvest.
Hey, Bobo! Bobo!
Ya, dia kena pukul ya. Baru tahu. Iya ya. Dipukul. Aduh, sayang kali.
Every single morning, Bourane performs his silat, a tribute to his land.
Patang, pulanglah di sawah. O mamba o nyiru o mande lajo tampian mamba o nyiru o mama ai lajo tampian liye la dek mama o lajar yang lawa o bak nantun kusui o sayang o la paratian alanglah alang si malin sultan bariba iku wa oe la bakapalo oe jo muaro di mano ulunya mama oe la jo muaro.
Lake Maninjau lies in the craters of 3 volcanoes. Its shores and islands all belong to Bourane's clan, the Kotos. The coconut pickers are always on the move, going from place to place wherever their services are required.
Yeah.
Bourane keeps 1 out of every 10 coconuts picked by Bobo. The 9 others go to the owner of the tree. Coconut gathering holds no more secrets for Bobo. She'll soon be dropping between 500 and 1,000 a day, like her predecessors. Bourane has a secret garden. Somewhere in the crater's foothills flows a hot water stream. The old man is greeted by the place's sentinels, the siamang, or screeching gibbons. Rafflesia, the largest flower in the world. It lives for only 3 days. 3 days during which hundreds of bees enter the flower and disappear forever among the petals, for the Rafflesia is carnivorous. Its pollen is a poison.
Ya. Keren. Iya. Marilah. Tua.
After a long day's work, the monkey's muscles are stiff. Bobo will only reach adulthood when she's 3. Bourane keeps a careful eye on her growth.
Lagi. Kaki. Pandai-pandai ya. Baik-baik ya. Nggak boleh jahat. Nanti kasih telur ayam. Ya. Ma Parui. Iko.
Bobo has accepted her new father, and Bourane's interest in the job has flared up again. Yet they're bound to be separated. In Balimbing, all the Minang colors are flying. Yellow for nobility, red for joy, black for boldness. The day of the great competition has come. This is the moment for Bobo to show her skill to the rest of the clan. Bourane has been priming her for a week. His reputation is at stake. As for Rayna, the competition will tell her how much Bobo is worth.
Perhatian semuanya ya. Saya akan mulai nih. Saya hitung dari 5 sampai 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mulai.
Ya. Hei. Go. Ya. Hei. Ya. Bobo. Ya. Turun.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bobo yang menang.
Bobo picks 7 coconuts in 2 minutes.
Buka lagi nggak apa-apa.
Buka aja, buka. Nanti saya hitungkan.
Ya Pak Bourane, menang beruk Pak.
Ya, sama-sama.
Encak beruk Pak Bourane.
Ya, Mi. Apa Pak? Baik ya?
Gimana lah?
Enggak bisa.
Belilah.
Sahar is a prosperous merchant. He was the one who refereed the competition, and now he wants Bobo.
Gigi bagus, udah keluar semua.
Udah, Cak.
Tangan.
Lo kuatnya ya.
Bagus.
Tapak tangan Pak, lo. Iya.
Nggak ada cacat kan?
Enggak lah. Pusat-pusat tak tangan lo. Pusarannya bagus.
Pak, ini beruknya jadi kan kita mau bayar?
Iya, tapi sebetulnya enggak mau menjual.
Udah, jadilah.
Tapi enggak bisa jual.
The bartering is top secret. No one must know the
Gimana
price.
ini masa kan kita dari tadi ngobrol percuma. Bapak
Ngajarnya
kan,
macam mana Pak? Susah kali enggak.
tapi Bapak kan sudah 7 kali ganti-ganti.
Dia pun 7 kali pun.
Udah. Jadi nggak jadi juga dia.
Enggak.
Udah.
Ya.
Bapak, nanti lain kali lagi ya. Bapak pikir-pikir ya.
Ya, boleh. Enggak jual nih.
Bourane hasn't the heart to give Bobo up. But with the Minang, nothing is decided without the women's agreement.
Pak, kenapa gak jadi jual monyet?
Macam mana menjualnya banyak kesian
Jualnya
awak?
banyak ni tak perlu sama aku di rumah ni. Tak penting aku lagi banyak di rumah dia. Harus dijual. Dah,
Sama awak tak perlu, sama awak perlu.
Tak perlu.
It is the Minang women who preserve their heritage. Nothing, the house, the land, or the jewels, can be sold. Rayna is finally going to be able to buy her buffalo.
Mau kemana, Bobo? Cari kutuk. Bagus, ya.
Pak, ada kan kucing.
Hati dia ni boh.
The market is held on Saturdays in Lumbu Basung. That is where the copra is sold and the animals bought. Rayna has given it a lot of thought, although it is hard work in the paddies. And even if a buffalo would have been of great help, she has decided to buy Bobo back. Bourane and Bobo can continue their brilliant coconut picking career together. Rayna will buy her buffalo some other time. Bobo provides them with enough to live on anyway. And after all, why separate gatherers from the sky?